Hey everybody, welcome back to No Jumper News. It's Adam22 here with your man AD. Let's get right into these stories. So first things first, Smokepurpp has beef with his label, Alamo Records, and he has threatened to go live on Instagram to expose them if they somehow took down his posts. He took to his Instagram story writing that they had 24 hours before he would air them out at Alamo Records. Y'all got 24 hours before I expose everything you guys do and how y'all do your artists. If this post gets deleted, y'all know exactly who it was. Stop taking this post down before I go live. Go tell them bitch ass Alamo Records, fuck you and free Purpp. Just last month, Rod Wave put Alamo Records on blast, announcing that he would not be releasing any more music due to their games. Pussy ass label playing with a shit. I ain't dropping shit. Fuck you. Pay me, he wrote. Y'all want an album? Ask Alamo Records. Apparently, Rod Wave was able to work things out with the label as he later posted an apology to his social media, so hopefully Purpp and Alamo Records can solve their issues too. Purpp recently dropped his Psycho EP earlier this month, and he released the music video to his latest single and Prom Queen to support the project. Okay, you know, this is a funny trend that we see popping up with rappers where they get signed to a label. At some point, the label starts acting like they don't give a shit about them, and then the rapper realizes that no matter how much they do in terms of the bureaucratic side of things and actually trying to get the label to act on their behalf, it's probably not going to do anything. So let's go out and let's cause some reputational damage to the label, and that'll get them to actually wake up. Like one example was when Juicy J a couple months ago put out a song, Fuck Columbia Records or whatever, basically just calling out Columbia. And then all of a sudden, I think they released him from his deal, and he's able to get a different deal, or at least they finally put his project out. Like, it feels like these days rappers are just getting used to the fact that you probably are not going to get that much assistance or help from your label unless you turn up and actually put some pressure on them on social media.
I think it's a show of the times as well too. You know, niggas ain't getting shows like that no more. So they really looking at their contracts now. They looking to see rollouts. They probably more hands-on with the music side of things, and they want shit to go smoothly. And yeah, right now they're seeing the side that they probably didn't even care about.
Right, and I mean, when an artist signs to a label and the label actually wants to put the artist out, you can see them being on the same page, and it's easy to get things done. But when you look at Purpp and where his career is at right now, he's put out a bunch of projects over the last year or two. Most of it has not really performed that well. If you're Alamo Records, you're probably thinking like, oh, I'm going to put my effort into a Rod Wave, who also said he was having issues, or you're going to put your efforts into somebody who seems like their career is really blowing up at this moment. Purpp is in a weird situation where he feels like unless he keeps dropping music and unless he finds a way to drop a hit or drop a record that'll actually like move the needle, become a TikTok thing, et cetera, he might feel like he's on borrowed time right now, and his career might not last that much longer. To the label, they kind of don't give a fuck. To Purpp, feels like he's kind of panicking. Like, y'all got to let me put music out because my career might not last that much longer if you don't give me the opportunity to make something hot.
That's respectable. And if shit don't work out, there's some French bulldogs on Rodeo.
Purpp stealing French bulldogs? I don't like that idea. No, don't do that, Purpp.
Last story. Lady Gaga's dog walker was shot, and her two French bulldogs, Koji and Gustave, were stolen Wednesday night in Hollywood. The dog walker and the three of Lady Gaga's bulldogs were out for a walk just before 10 p.m. when a gunman approached him and took two of the pups. According to TMZ, Lady Gaga is offering $500,000 for the return of her dogs, no questions asked. LAPD's Robbery Homicide Division has taken over the case and said that the male suspect who took the two bulldogs from the victim and used a semi-automatic handgun drove off in a white sedan. Her dog walker was later transported to the hospital in stable condition.
I feel like every day I see a new story about a new crime that I hadn't really thought about that is happening basically because people are broker than they've ever been. And to me, this kind of stands out, like dudes just lurking around in rich neighborhoods and just pulling up and shooting a fucking dog walker so that they could take a couple of dogs. I did my Googles, and it said that the average French bulldog is like a couple $1,000s, and at the very top end, it could be like $10,000. But either way, Lady Gaga's offering $500,000 for the dogs. I don't know if she even gives a fuck about the guy who works for her who got shot, but that's $250,000 a dog. That's a pretty good hustle right there if this guy's actually able to somehow finesse the situation.
That nigga need to get a bonus. You get Pop walking the Frenchies, it ain't even safe to walk the dogs now, bro. That shit is crazy. But man, she must have some real emotional attachment to them dogs to offer $500,000. You know what I mean?
I mean, real talk, if somebody took my cat, $500,000? Nah, I ain't fucking with you like that. But, I would pay good money to
How
get
much
my cat
would you
back.
pay?
Exactly. See, the Suge Knight behavior continues. But I don't know, man. I wonder if in any way it was like related to Lady Gaga, because if they just intended to do this to a random person and then somehow it actually ends up being this huge news story because it's related, because like, what are the odds that they knew that this was Lady Gaga's dog walker? They probably just thought it was some guy walking a couple of expensive ass dogs that they could take.
Or they just a smart ass mastermind.
Yeah, they might have known. But either way, like the other day I seen a story about all these restaurants that are having to shut down because people are just running up huge orders, ordering $300 worth of food and then just like canceling the charge through Postmates and stuff, which is not something that they were necessarily having huge problems with before. But it just stands out to me that these are all crimes that are kind of taking place that we're not normally used to seeing, because people are broke as hell due to the pandemic and the government's complete inability and refusal to give money to the people. When I hear about situations like that, I'm kind of like, damn, well, I'm not going to say I blame the government, but they deserve at least some blame.
Dog walkers are not safe anymore.
Nope. Keep a blaming. Hey, YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what kind of French Bulldog you have down below in the comments. And we'll be back real soon. Appreciate y'all.